Hello everybody, happy Friday, and welcome to the 6 Hockey Network. My name is Simon Hendricks. I am joined alongside Elias Dracos. Elias, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Oh, that is good to hear. We have 5 incredible GTHL games we have prepared for you, so let's take it right to the highlights. Elias, why don't you get us started?
Let's do it. It's the Toronto Marlboros taking on the Toronto Nationals at Westwood Arena. The first game of the season is underway. Pick it up in the second period. A shot from the point is tipped in by Caden Edwards. That gives the Toronto Marlboros a 1-0 lead. Not long after, it's Pierce Bowie with a nice pass to Adam Valentini for the beautiful backdoor tap-in, and that makes it a 2-0 lead. Just minutes after, a third goal is added in off the rebound. Weston Cameron, he not only scores the goal, but he also knocks off the water bottle. How about that? There goes the Gatorade bottle, as that makes it a 3-0 game. A few minutes after that, it's Valentini again. His second of the game goes in off a tap-in in front of the net. That extends the lead to 4-0. Later on, after the Marlboros added 2 more goals, Jake DeCapo scores on a scramble in front of the net. All 7 goals for the Marlboros coming in the second period as they go on to beat the Nationals 7-0, your final.
The Toronto Red Wings in action against the Vaughan Kings at Scotiabank Pond now. As in the first period, the Kings had many opportunities to score, but they cannot tally anything thanks to the incredible play of Red Wings goalie Christian Lee. However, midway through the second period, after a failed clearing attempt by the Red Wings, Josh Levy's shot is redirected by Elijah Chavez as the Kings take a 1-0 lead. Later on in the second, look at where Alessandro Iorio starts this in his own end of the ice as he dekes through not 1, not 2, but 3 defenders as he roofs it past Christian Lee as they take a 2-0 lead in the second period. That play was so nice, we might just have to show you twice. As you can see here, blows by 1, 2, 3, snipe. Now, that is all that would be scored in this game as the Kings beat the Red Wings 2-0, your final. Don't go anywhere, folks, as we have plenty more GTHL action coming your way. But first, let's take a look at a game that you can find exclusively on the 6 Hockey YouTube channel.
Luke Bovalettis and the Nationals face off against Pierce Bowie and the Marlboros in an all-Toronto matchup at Westwood Arena. Catch the action on the 6 Hockey YouTube channel.
Next up, we've got the Toronto Titans taking on the Markham Majors. Early on in this one, the Majors are pressuring. Several passes eventually lead to a stop by goaltender Matthew Lamana. Later on in the period, a shot from the point goes off the boards, bounces back towards the goalie before eventually being poked in by Jamie Buscarni. That makes it 1-0 Toronto. A little bit later on, the Majors are on the power play. A sweet dish from Captain Braidy Wassilyn behind the net allows Ryder Cali to score. What a feed from Wassilyn. A very crafty play. That knots the game up at 1. Pick it up in the third period now. Just under 4 minutes to play. This shot by Michael Alexi is placed perfectly to put his team up 2-1. Dying seconds now. Maybe one last chance for the Majors, but they cannot score as the Toronto Titans narrowly beat the Markham Majors 2-1, your final.
From Scotiabank Pond now, it is the Titans taking on the Red Wings. And early on in the first period, it is Red Wings goaltender Tofrim Litvinov making a nice glove save from the point shot. Picking it up in the second period, the Red Wings look to open the scoring, and it is Brenner Lemons getting a break as he goes forehand, backhand, and in to the back of the net. A beautiful deke that gives the Red Wings a 1-0 lead. Let's take a look at it again. Again, it is Brenner Lemons, forehand, backhand, beautiful goal into the back of the net. A bit later in the second, the Titans looking to get on the board, but a good defensive play gives the Red Wings yet another opportunity. However, it is mishandled by Marcus Harper as it remains a 1-0 game. It's back and forth in this game, and the Titans pressing hard, but it leads to another stop from Litvinov. He has been perfect so far. After being in the defensive zone Red Wings player Alex Kontos not only blocks a shot, but he picks up the puck and heads the other way. It's a breakaway, and he scores, making it 2-0 Red Wings. What a play from Kontos, both on the defensive end and the offensive end. Picking it up in the third now, Titans on the power play, as it is Michael Alexiou who tucks one home after a crafty little move to get by his defenders, as he brings the Titans within 1 goal. What a move by Alexiou. Not long after that, the Titans are looking to tie it up, but Litvinov says no. And now less than 5 minutes to go, it is Nikita Zitzermang with the insurance marker to give the Red Wings a 3-1 lead. The Titans now pressuring in the third, and Litvinov again sprawls to make a massive save, as that will do it for this one, as the Red Wings win a tight matchup, 3-1, your final.
Rangers and Rebels in our final game. After the Rebels scored to make it 1-0, the Rangers were looking to tie it up, but Thomas Lima makes not 1, but 2 stops. Then in the second period, Lima makes another incredible save. Towards the end of the second period now, a blocked shot on the defensive end leads to an odd man rush the other way. It's Alex Karskaden who puts it away. Tic-tac-toe, it is 2-0 Rebels. Now, with 6:45 to go in the third, it's Cameron Warren with a beautiful breakaway opportunity, looking to cut the lead in half, but it's Lima again shutting the door. Just over a minute later, the game is opening up a little bit now. It's Colton Woods with a chance to make it 3-0, but this time it's Max Grovestein with a very nice save, keeping his team alive. Late in the third, North York is on the power play. They complete several passes before it's Kohin Eshkok-Kogan who fires it home to make it 2-1 with 2:12 remaining. Now, in the dying seconds of the game, the North York Rangers trying to enter the zone, but it's called offside by the referee, as that would be all, and the Mississauga Rebels hang on to beat North York 2-1.
So I'm here with one of our expert analysts, Sammy Brozlovsky. So Sammy, you are one of our play-by-play callers with Blake Hanlon for our GTHL broadcast. And as seen earlier in the show, the Toronto Marlboros won in convincing fashion, 7-0. How good of a team do you think this Marlboros team can be?
They're scary. They're definitely a good, solid team. And the problem with them for other teams is that they're deep. They have 2 goaltenders in Kyson Wang and Noah Mavin. They have a bunch of guys who can facilitate the offense. Obviously, they have Weston Cameron, the captain. They have Adam Valentini. But Ryan Chamberlain, he picked up like 4 secondary assists. Pierce Bowie, keep your eye on him. He's going to be insane. And just everyone on that lineup can get something started at any time. So keep your eye out for them.
Interesting. And, you know, we saw in the Toronto Red Wings and Kings game, Alessandro Iorio, he had a beautiful goal. What kind of player do you think he is able to become?
I think the term that the kids say is disgusting. Like, he is just good at every part of the game. He's a solid 200-foot player, but his hands are unbelievable. I mean, we saw in that second goal against the Red Wings, he toe-dragged around a player, he skated by one, and he did a little, like, half windmill move, starting the rush on his own end at the blue. He just has a nose for offense, a nose for scoring, but he's not just a scorer. You know, he's a guy who can make passes and just dangerous everywhere on the ice. And even off the puck, that's when you notice him the most. That's when I was watching him going, like, he just has a sense for the game that not a lot of players at this age do.
What are some, like, examples of that, like, off the ice kind of thing? Because, like, I don't watch as many games as you have for him. I haven't studied as much tape. So what are some examples that you could maybe throw us?
It's just the way he moves in the offensive zone. It's similar to how, in a basketball way, how Steph Curry moves off ball. You know, he's always trying to find an opening, and that's a lot of things that makes the difference in this league. You see a lot of teams kind of stay more stagnant, especially on the power play or cycling in the offensive zone, whereas Iorio and the whole Vaughan Kings roster, they're constantly moving, constantly looking for new opportunities, and it puts defenses on their toes, on skates, if you will. So it is really a solid part of his game that I think not a lot of casual fans, let's say, would notice, but it's something that's really effective in getting him the opportunities that he creates.
Interesting. And just my last question, very simple. What excites you most about this upcoming GTHL season?
Just the talent. I mean, there's so many guys that I'm just astounded with, that they're 16, 15 years old, and they're playing at such a high level already. We already mentioned Iorio. I mentioned Valentini. There's Wassilyn. I mean, I could list the whole Vaughan Kings, the North York Rangers roster. There's Brady Smith. There's Ryder Cali on the majors as well. And there are just so many players I could name that are just so talented, and I think it really shows how hockey has progressed and how hockey is just getting better and better. And these guys are the future of hockey, as I'm sure the Six Hockey likes to point out. But no, they are fun to watch, and just the skill and creativity is on a whole other level.
Totally. Well, Sammy, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching today, and from all of us at the Six Hockey Studios, my name is Simon Hendricks. My co-host, as always, Elias Drakos, Sam Brovzovsky as our expert analyst. That is all from us today. Stay tuned for next week's highlight show, along with our redrafts on Wednesday, our video features and player interviews every Monday, and we will see you all next time.